Here we go.
Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
97. Ultra. Ready.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Ritter from the gun. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Gibbs on the toss left. They'll get this down to the 38. The Bills had 1 and 6 now. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Watch out now. 50 series.
Bootlegging out here. Ritter
rolling to his right. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They run with the 2nd-year man. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Jackson options out left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. A gain of 22. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Jackson.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Gay's kick is good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the 1st quarter of a 3-0 game.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for him.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. So Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. The all-pro Micah Parsons there on the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. The tight end in motion right. Jackson on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Andrews.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Walker. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
yards. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Going play action. Ritter.
They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
At the 29-yard line.
There's an arc.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
picked off by Byron Murphy. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Give to Walker on the read option.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ritter off the play fake.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They run with Hines. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Jackson.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Now it's Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Quez Watkins.
84 yards.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. Running left, it's Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Slant pass to Boyd.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On play action, here's Ritter.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Cole Kmet from 4 yards out.
And the Bills get a bit closer.
The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2.
Ritter will throw for it.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And quickly they get to the line.
Again, it's Walker.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Jackson. And he hauls it in for the touchdown. Mecole Hardman, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Bird to return from his end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
There you go. Ready, ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready, ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind him.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Fourth down, big play. Here's Ritter. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Walker, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Bucs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Bird to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ritter going to change it up. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
He gets this one to Boyd. The Bills on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
From the gun, Gibbs will give it.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down, Ritter. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ritter throwing on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Ritter now.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Second down throw coming for Ritter.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Gibbs is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they take a knee. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Now Ritter going to change up the look.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ritter from the gun on third down.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a fourth down. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. A final shot now for Ritter.
incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime,